Yo, what's going on everyone? Thank you so much for joining me in another video. In today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to do a high taper. Big up to my boy Jasu man for agreeing to be a model. So first things first, you want to comb out or brush out the hair in the natural direction. His hair is kind of short as he just got faded last week, but I needed a model and again he agreed. So yeah, just comb it out. And then whenever you're done combing it out, you want to come through with a number 2 and just debulk it to make it all even. The number 2 is the highest guard we're going to use, and it's the guard that we're going to fade into. Obviously his hair is way shorter than number 2. I'm just doing it to show you guys the motions. So right here what you're seeing me do is show you guys where I like to put in the skin line. I like to put it in with my clippers and then come through after and bald it out with my trimmers. I just think it's a lighter way to punch it in and a way easier way to fade it out. Like I said, I like to come through afterwards and bald it out with my trimmers. The key here is to go right up until the point where you used your clipper and flick out so you won't create another harsh line. And then finally, to actually get it down to skin and get rid of the stubble, you want to come in with your foil shaver. Again, the key here is to go right until where you went with your trimmer and just flick out at the end. If you do end up making another line, it's not a big deal. Just use the foil shaver and press down lightly or flick at it right where the line is and it'll be gone. Then right after that, to make your actual line, you're going to want to go with your lever open on your clipper all the way and just make about an inch wide guideline all the way across, left side to right side. Try keeping this as neat as possible because this is going to set the foundation for your taper or your fade. Now to fade out the first guideline that you made, you want to start with your no guard closed and flick to the line, and as you move your way up the guideline, you want to open up your lever a little bit every single way. So the end goal here is by the time your lever is all the way open, the guideline should be faded out. And if it's not and there's a little bit of a faint line, don't worry, we can come back with our trimmer and just flick that out. So the next guideline you want to put in is your one guard all the way open. If you remember in the beginning, we use a number 2 to debulk the sides. So this should pretty much blend into it. If not, don't worry, we're still going to use a 1.5 afterwards. But yeah, be sure to neatly make the number 1 guideline all the way from left to right. And you're good to go. Now to fade out the one guard open, unlike the skin line, when I use my guards and I'm fading out my guards, I like to use a different technique. I like to come in with the guard that's below it, in this case the 0 guard or the half guard, halfway closed, and just work my way down and close it as I go down. And pretty much same result by the time you get to the bottom, the whole guideline should be faded out. So here, after I'm done fading out the one guard, I like to come in and do some minor detailing with my no guard lever all the way open. You want to be sure to use the corners here and only get like the dark spots. We're going to detail more before we finish up the haircut, but I just gave my eyes a little rest and I just see some imperfections, so I'm just coming through and cleaning them up with the corners. And then finally, to kind of marry everything together and kind of finish up the blend on the back side, I'm coming in with the 1.5 guard. I'm using the Babeless 1.5 guard as opposed to the wall one. I think the wall regular one's just too flimsy and the premium one's just doesn't fade properly. Right there I was just showing him where his occipital bone is because he asked me. His is pretty good, it doesn't protrude too badly. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video and you watched it up until this point, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Leave a like if you did. If you have any feedback or any questions, leave a comment. Hit me on the gram. I'm gonna respond to everybody. And pretty much these are the steps that I use in every blend that I do, whether it be a taper or a fade. And I'm just going to reuse these steps on both sides of his head. I'm not going to show you guys that because it's the same thing. If you want to see it next time, let me know. But other than that, we got some cool cinematic shots for you guys here. And yeah, peace.